All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing from Kansas. Starting on the front row will be Ray Hillhouse and Harley Barletta. David Garman and Kyle Holden have the second row. Mark Dantuma and Michael Potter on the third row. Kevin Reed and Eric Stoy have the fourth. Jeff Hinkle and Richie West rounding out the top 10. Mike Smith starts in 11th with Brandon Springer in 12th. Jared Heasley in 13th, Wild Bill Percy in 14th. Rick Surgeon in 15th, AJ Godsey starts 16th, Nick Marco in 17th, DJ the Iceman Kenner in 18th, Albie Hewen starts 19th, Gerald Thanos Poole starts in 20th, Aaron Mason 21st, Austin Abel 22nd, James Lee in 23rd, John Schmidt in 24th, and Ian Ogden starts in 25th. As always, Nicole, that's what she said, up in race control tonight. I am sure we'll be talking to her throughout the night. I imagine she's going to have her hands full tonight, keeping these 25 guys on track and out of each other's cars. Everybody takes to the grid. They are rolling toward the track. Everybody gets off pit road, gets stacked up behind the pace car. Ray Hillhouse on the pole for the first time this season, I do believe. Third race of the season with two winners so far, Kyle Holden and Jared Heasley. Who's it going to be tonight, though? Pace car is in. Hillhouse at the front waits for Barney, the flag man. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away at Kansas. Top four get a really good start. That third row seems to have been caught napping. Dantuma and Potter lose a little ground, but Dantuma already closing back up. Hillhouse slides to the top of the track. This is a very, very top-dependent track there. Oh, we've got him wrecking on the back. We've got one saving it. It was the Iceman. DJ Kenner saves it. Gonna see if we can get a replay of what the heck happened to DJ. AJ Godsey is already on pit road. Here they come out of four. AJ right in front of DJ. Green flag drops. Here they go. Off into turn one they went. DJ starts to look on the low side of AJ. Oh, just gets squarely off of two. Talk about a drift down the back straightaway. Looks like Richie West and AJ Godsey get together just a little bit. Everybody manages to save the car, but there are a lot of cars. AJ Godsey goes to pit road and a lot of cars that got slowed by that. Meanwhile, Kyle Holden already up 2 spots into second, but Harley Barletta has gone to the lead. Gorman currently in third, Hillhouse in fourth, Potter in fifth. Mike Smith on an early charge, up 3 spots into 8th. Kevin Reed in 9th, Jared Heasley in 10th. Kevin did not have a lot of speed in practice, but found some in qualifying. Looks like he has got a piece here tonight. A lot of side-by-side racing up in the top 15. Gerald Poole, Nick Marco, single file, 14th and 15th, trying to close back in. A little further back, a third pack. After that incident, a third pack is formed. Richie West, Eric Stoy, Albie Hewins, James Lee, all back here. Aaron Mason, John Schmidt, also back here with Austin Hagel and DJ Kenner. AJ Dodsey is back off pit road, but currently one lap down. However, looking back there with DJ and AJ, if AJ gets back on the lead lap, him and DJ would be a tough pair to beat. AJ looking a little bit racy despite being a lap down. He's going to try and fight his way back up to the front and unlap himself the old-fashioned way. Look at Garmin. Garmin up to the high line. He's going for the lead. He goes on the outside of Holden looking for second place. What a move by Harley up the track, off the apron. Garmin now to second, Holden back to third. Here comes Michael Potter in fourth. Jeff Hinkle already up 4 spots. He is into fifth. Antuma Hillhouse battling out for sixth. Jared Heasley hanging on in eighth. Mike Smith in ninth. Kevin Reed currently rolling around in 10th place with Bill Percy up into 11th. Wild Bill on a mission tonight. Wild Bill made some adjustments to his setup right before the start of this one. Was a little concerned about the way it looked, and yeah, doesn't seem to be bothering him at all. He is on a roll as he cracks into the top 10. Garmin, meanwhile, in second, trying to close the gap on Barletta. Holden staying in the draft. Potter now under attack. Hinkle on the bottom. Hinkle pulls the nose ahead, goes to fourth. He's got help from behind from Dan Tuma. Heasley trying to make that high line work. Dogfight around here from fourth on back. Hinkle's got a little bit of a gap on Potter, but here comes Heasley in the MS car. Look at him just cutting through traffic. Jared Heasley now into the top 5. Jared Heasley actually clears that pack. He is on a move. Harley Barletta still up front. No big changes in the top 5. We've got a battle on as Kyle Holden tries to reclaim the lead here. Kyle Holden back to the lead. Jeff Hinkle in third. Garmin has started to fade quickly. David Garmin has fallen out of the race. I'm not sure if it was a connection issue. He seems to have just completely disappeared. Let's see if we can go back and see what the heck happened to Garmin. Oh, Garmin gets the wall out of turn 4 and then just completely disappears. Seems to have completely lost connection. Meanwhile, the MS Society car continues his march. He is now battling for third place with Jeff Hinkle. Kyle Holden back in the lead. Barletta in second. Hinkle in... No! It's a battle on for third. Hillhouse taking advantage of it. Rick Sargent now up in 9 spots into 6th place. He is on the move. Dan Tuma is on the move as well. Mike Smith up to 8th. Bill Percy in 9th. Eric Stoy now up to 10th. A 3-car battle for 10th as here comes Gerald Poole, Kevin Reed as well. Oh, that's getting really dicey. They touch down the front stretch. Bill backs out, drops back in line. A little bit of bumping and banging through the tri-oval. Back up front, the battle is still on for third place. Jeff Hinkle in the 23. Jared Heasley in the 32 MS car. Ray Hillhouse right on their bumper. Heasley has the run off turn 2. He pulls the nose ahead. Up on the high side, hoping to carry the momentum out. Hillhouse needs to pull up and give him a little push. Hinkle's going to pull ahead out of 4. Heasley dropping back down into the draft. AJ Godsey, meanwhile, after going a lap down early on, is fighting his way all the way through the field. He's not even battling for position, and he is fighting it out as the 42 comes by. Austin Abel just cuts by AJ, trying to make his way up and get himself unlapped. Brandon Springer now in the top 10. Gerald Thanos Poole did not qualify. Started back in 20th, now up into 11th, battling for that top 10 spot. Kyle Holden, meanwhile, out front has a 1.1 second lead over Harley Barletta. Hinkle, Heasley, and Hillhouse single file, but Rick Sargent is coming. Gerald Poole finally clears up into 10th, sets his sights on Mike Smith and Eric Stoy. Bill Percy fading a little bit after that bump earlier. I'm wondering if he took some damage on the 95 NOS car. Several different lines. Is Hable in the wall? He couldn't have fit a piece of paper between Hable and the wall there. He was so far up the track. Kevin Reed is definitely in the wall. He is losing speed here. He pulls it back down, but loses at least one position. Might be losing more here. Richie West also in this fight. When the leaders come back around, if they don't get a pit stop soon, the leaders are going to be heading into heavy lap traffic as Heasley and Hinkle try and reel in Harley Barletta and Kyle Holden. Raymond Hillhouse still holds on to 5th place. Rick Sargent was gaining on this group. Seems to have stalled about 0.3 of a second back. Eric Stoy back in 7th. Gerald Poole now up to 8th. He continues marching. Mark Dantuma in 9th. Mike Smith back in 10th. Brandon Springer using Taco Bell power. Coming underneath. Trying to crack into the top 10. It's taken almost 30 laps, and these guys finally settling in throughout the track, but man, it has been 30 laps of non-stop battling. The Iceman up 3 spots into 15th. What about Aaron Mason, who started 21st, now up into 14th? Bill Percy continuing to struggle here after a really strong start, has faded back into 17th. And Albie Ewan's up 3 spots into 16th. Ian Ogden did not take the grid. He is not out on track tonight. He was in practice, not sure what happened there. Whoa! Harley way loose off turn 4. Tire wear starting to become an issue here. Obviously, this is where a guy like Jeff Hinkle will start to shine. Jared Heasley currently running in 4th, Hillhouse in 5th. Rick Sargent 6th, Eric Stoy 7th, Gerald Thanos Poole now in 8th. Mark Dantuma in 9th and Brandon Springer in 10th. Mike Smith clips the wall, gets a little bit loose. AJ Godsey still a lap down, but still charging through the field. AJ just passing 11th place, Mike Smith. These guys are going to have to worry. They're going to have to keep this thing clean. If AJ gets back to the lead lap, these boys are in trouble. Richie West currently runs in 12th. Austin Hable in 13th. Aaron Mason now in 14th. DJ Kenner is 15th. Albie Ewans back in 16th. Bill Percy in 17th. Kevin Reed, after smacking the wall earlier, has faded back to 18th spot. James Lee currently in 19th. Michael Potter in 20th. Nick Marco running 21st. John Schmidt 22nd. AJ Godsey currently runs 23rd, 1 lap down. David Garman out. Ian Ogden did not take the grid. Just over a 4th of the way through the race. Kyle Holden's lead now 3 1/4 seconds. Jeff Hinkle is moving into 2nd place as he looks under Harley. Jared Heasley back in fourth is closing in on Barletta as well. Seeing a lot of cars get loose, but Rick Sargent having no problems. He is starting to pull forward. Hillhouse still holding on to that top 5 run. Raymond Hillhouse had a strong end to last season, looking to put on a performance here this season. Currently 24th in points, looking to have a good night here tonight. Top 5 really starting to close back up, except for the leader, Kyle Holden. Second on back is really closed up, but Kyle Holden continues to check out. Rick Sargent now looking to crack into the top 5 for the first time tonight. Rick started back in 15th. Now pulling his nose ahead into 5th, going off into turn 1. Oh! Big bobble for Rick. Out of turn 2. Ray Hillhouse looks low. Can't get there. Harley Barletta staying right in Hinkle's tire tracks. Meanwhile, Holden's lead, almost 4 seconds now. Should be in the next few laps. Should start seeing some green flag stops. AJ Godsey, a lap down, was the first one to pit road. Oh! Harley gets the wall. Doesn't seem to lose any momentum out of 4. Stays right with them. Rick Sargent has now moved up into 4th, passing Hillhouse and Heasley. James Lee is off track. Looks like he may have been trying to get to pit road. James Lee gets down. Oh, he misses completely. Goes through the grass. Expect to see a penalty. Oh, hard hit on pit road. Jared Heasley is on pit road. Kyle Holden continuing to stay out. His lead now 4.3 seconds. He's going to stretch it as far as he can. Hey, Chris. I cannot calm down. Harley Barletta's in. Rick Sargent is in. First green flag pit stops of the night underway. Already seeing some trouble on pit road for several drivers here tonight. James Lee, problems getting onto pit road. It is not easy getting onto this pit road under green flag conditions. Kyle Holden still staying out. How much longer does he stretch it? Hinkle, Hillhouse, Stoy, Springer, Richie West, Austin Abel, Aaron Mason, all still out. Everybody else is either on pit road or has completed pit stops. Kyle Holden's lead now 5.5 seconds, but last time by, he was exactly 2 seconds slower than his fastest lap. So these fresh tires coming out of the pits are really going to start to overtake him here. He cannot stretch it too much farther. Hey, good evening, Brian. How's it going? Kyle Holden still lead. Hillhouse comes by as Hinkle heads to pit road. Eric Stoy, Brandon Springer, Austin Habel. All pit road are coming off now. Just 3 remain to pit. Kyle Holden, Raymond Hillhouse, and Richie West. And it looks like Richie West is going to come down. Hillhouse and Holden continue to stay out. Holden's lead now 6 3/4 seconds. But last time by, Harley Barletta was 2 seconds a lap faster than the leader. Holden cannot afford to stay out much longer here. Hey, thank you, Brian. Holden and Hillhouse still stretching it here. A bit of a surprise to see him going 5 or more laps than everybody else. And it looks like the leader may be coming in. Yes, Kyle Holden is going to give up the lead. Does he have a big enough lead to keep it when he comes off? Hillhouse is in. Harley Barletta back out front for the moment. AJ Godsey trying to unlap himself. Rick Surgeon in 4th. Jared Heasley back up in the top 5. The MS Society car started in 13th, has been on a tear all night long. Raced his way up into the top 3 until late in that run. Can he do it again? Keep it off the wall, Jared. Kyle Holden on his way off pit road. Harley Barletta has claimed the lead. Here comes Heasley, now up into 3rd. Holden will have the freshest tires out there by quite a bit. Could this have been his strategy? Taking a risk of losing a couple seconds in several positions, but having the speed on the long run. Harley Barletta now 5 seconds ahead of Kyle Holden. We'll keep an eye on that gap. Rick Surgeon now in 2nd, under attack by Jared Heasley in 3rd. Kyle Holden in 4th. After stops, Mark Dantuma back in the top 5. Parrot Polish somehow holding that Ford together. That is some strong, strong nail polish to keep a Ford in one piece. Eric Stoy currently runs in 6th. Jeff Hinkle in 7th. Brandon Springer in 8th. Thanos has gotten back into the top 10. Gerald Thanos Poole up to 9th. Mike Smith currently runs in 10th. And Bill Percy starting to come back now. Up into 11th. AJ Godsey, despite being a lap down early, has fought his way back up into 18th. Looks like DJ Kenner, Nick Marco, James Lee all got penalties on pit road. John Schmidt appears to be out, as does Michael Potter. Harley Barletta's lead almost over 2.5 seconds now on Rick Surgeon. Jared Heasley holding on in 3rd. Holden, though, on those fresher tires, starting to close the gap. Dan Tuma riding along back there in 5th. And while Harley Barletta leads, let's see what she said. Let's talk to race control, Nicole Kriesel. Hey, Nicole, it's Doug in the booth. You got me? Hey, Nicole, this is Doug. You got me?
Yes, I do, Doug.
Hey, it's been a fairly quiet night, other than a few incidents in the early laps.
Yeah, I know it has been quiet.
AJ had some problems there early. I know a few others did. Are everybody staying calm out there, or tempers starting to flare?
Looks like they're kind of staying calm. Hopefully, probably about, I'd say 20 to go. I think they're going to flare up.
Anything exciting, any exciting chatter other than obviously we're seeing a lot of cars getting loose on the long run?
Yeah, not a lot of chatter tonight. They're keeping quiet.
That is surprising and somewhat scary.
I know. It might come like a volcano and all come at once.
It could very well. Good luck. I think once it does come, you might have your hands full.
Yes, I probably will.
Good luck, Nicole.
Have a good one.
Nicole Kriesel, great having her up in race control. Obviously a quiet night for her so far. Kyle Holden on the freshest tires comes by Jared Heasley to reclaim 3rd place. Jared going to hold on in 4th, stay in the draft, and try and close back up. Eric Stoy now up in 5th, but look at this. Jeff Hinkle, the king of tire saving, he started to run up again. Saw him charging late in the first run, right before the first round of stops. Hinkle was on the move. He started the move a bit early this round. Mark Dantuma pushed back to 7th. Now Brandon Springer in 8th. Gerald Poole in 9th, keeping a safe distance behind the Taco Bell car. Probably a good idea. Mike Smith currently runs in 10th, just riding along. Mike Smith came in tonight tied in points for 7th with Richie West. Mike's first season back in full-time BRR competition, having a great start to it. Jeff Hinkle getting by Eric Stoy. He has now claimed the top, broke into the top 5. Harley Barletta continues to lead, but his lead is shrinking. Rick Sargent has closed into 3/4 of a second. And Kyle Holden is gaining on them both. He is just 1.5 seconds out of the lead now. Will this tire strategy long-term work out? He was losing 2 seconds a lap for about 7 laps, but now, last time by, he was half a second faster than the leaders. Kyle Holden pulling back up now on Rick Sargent. We're about to see a battle for second, and very quickly. Oh, wow, what a power move off turn 2. Holden shoots off turn 2 down to the bottom. He's going to take second easily. Now sets his sights on the leader, Harley Barletta. Despite missing the first race of the season, Barletta comes in tonight 19th in points. And easily, Kyle Holden goes back to the lead. 6 laps, fresher tires. That is the big difference here. And that strategy, as of right now, is paying off with 50 to go. Harley Barletta now to second. Rick Surgeon to third. Heasley in fourth. Hinkle back in fifth. Eric Stoy running in sixth. Brandon Springer in seventh. Mark Dantume in eighth. Mike Smith currently running in ninth. And Gerald Thanos Poole back into 10th. Then a bit of a gap back to 11th place. Richie West, but he's got his hands full as Austin Habel and Aaron Mason right there in 12th and 13th. Ray Hillhouse has faded. He is back in 14th now, trying to fight his way back toward the front. Bill Percy in 15th, and here comes the Iceman. DJ Kenner is currently a lap down due to a pit road penalty. Albie Hewins is in 16th. Kevin Reed in 17th. AJ Godsey 18th, and DJ Kenner in 19th. Kyle Holden's lead now 1.7 seconds over Harley Barletta. Rick Surgeon now starting to stabilize about 0.7 of a second behind Barletta. Heasley about 4.25 seconds back, and Hinkle is gaining. So far this season, Heasley 2 races in, 1 win, and 1 top 10 finish, sits third in points. Second place, AJ Godsey, currently a lap down in 18th, but the points leader is also leading on track. Hey, thank you, Topher. Thank you for the stars, buddy. Really appreciate it. Right now, the biggest movers of the race so far, Rick Surgeon, currently running in third after starting in 12th. He is starting in 15th. Up 12 spots. Jared Heasley started back in 13th, up 9 spots into 4th. Gerald Poole started in 20th, currently runs in 10th. Austin Habel started in 22nd. He is up to 12th. And wow, what a battle we've got here. Habel and Hillhouse side by side. Aaron Mason lurking right behind him. He's also up 7 spots. Hillhouse pulls the nose ahead. Hillhouse pulls ahead. Now Aaron Mason's going to look low on Austin Habel. It gets a little bit close through 1 and 2. James Lee is back on pit road. Kevin Reed, currently the last car scored on the lead lap, I do believe, in 17th place. AJ Godsey is back on pit road. Just about on time for our second round of green flag stops. Expect our leader to stretch this much further out to about lap 90, another 20 laps that he can roughly go. Thank you, Nicole. That's what she said. Creasel for the stars. Harley Barletta in second. Rick Sargent runs in third. Jeff Hinkle in fourth, had been gaining on him, has not caught up much more. He got past Heasley. Heasley managing to stay with Hinkle so far. Should start seeing the majority of the field on pit road in about 5 laps. And this should be, it should be final stops for all the drivers. They'll all be able to go the distance. Once they hit about lap 72, 73, everybody can go the distance on fuel. Eric Stoy in 6th, Brandon Springer 7th, Mark Dantuma in 8th. Gerald Poole 9th now, and Mike Smith in 10th. Richie West, who has been making his way up throughout the Richie's coming to pit road. He was about to crack into the top 10 again. Kyle Holden continuing to tick away laps. DJ Kenner is closing in as he has already been in for his second stop. AJ Godsey has completed his second stop now. We'll keep a close eye. Expect first round of pit stops. So quite a few pit road penalties. I'm guessing we're going to see some guys be a lot more careful this time around. Kyle Holden's lead now 5.3 seconds over Harley Barletta. Rick Sargent about a second behind. Hinkle 4.5 seconds back. Heasley another 1.1. Eric Stoy sits in 6th, Springer in 7th. As the second round of pit stops are underway, Ray Hillhouse has been and gone. He has completed his pit stop, now back in 16th. Kyle Holden went 45 laps on his first run. Expect him to stay out till about lap 90 this time around. That'll give him a very fast 20-lap run to the end. Mike Smith has now come in from 10th place to hit pit road. Jared Heasley brings the MS Society car to pit road for its final stop. Austin Habel is now on pit road. And the leader is in early. Kyle Holden is on pit road. He can go the distance from here, but this is a surprise after him stretching that first run as far as he did. Rick Sargent now takes the lead for the first time. Harley Barletta, Jeff Hinkle, Eric Stoy are all on pit road. A big swap in strategy here late in the race. Dan Tuma stays out. Thanos stays out. Aaron Mason stays out. And we've got a wreck. Kevin Reed has had a problem. Kevin trying to get down to pit road. He missed pit road entrance. Has to turn down almost across the grass to make it onto pit road. He finally does. Rick Surgeon is in, and Gerald Poole takes the lead for the first time tonight. Aaron Mason now into second. Wild Bill Percy now to third. Albie Hewins in fourth. Kyle Holden back off pit road in fifth. Kyle Holden will reclaim the lead after pit stops cycle through. Gerald Poole outstretching, hoping for that caution to trap some cars. No, Thanos is in. Aaron Mason's going to stay out. He's going to take the lead for the first time. Bill Percy stays out as well as Albie Hewins. And Kyle Holden now moves up into fourth, just 14 seconds behind the leaders. And will reclaim the lead once they come down. Here comes, Aaron looks like he might be having trouble getting to pit road. He makes it down. Does Bill come down this time? No, he's going to stay out and try and lead a lap, but Albie pulls ahead. Albie's going to lead a lap here tonight. Great job by Albie Hewins. Bill Percy trying to hold on and get a lap led here. Kyle Holden closing in. Albie still stays out. Bill Percy staying out. Holden on fresher tires is gaining quickly. Now 3 1/4 seconds behind. Harley Barletta now to fourth. Jeff Hinkle back in fifth. Easley into sixth. Rick Sargent in seventh. This is going to get close. After the second round of pit stops, everybody is tightened back up. Richie West now in 8th. Hillhouse in 9th. In 10th, Brandon Springer in 11th. Eric Stoy up to 9th. And here comes Kyle Holden, high side hustling it. He reclaims 2 spots. On the back straightaway, Kyle Holden back to the lead. Albie Hewins on pit road. Bill Percy on pit road to complete the green flag stops here tonight. They're going to go to the end from here. It'll be 25 to go next time by with Kyle Holden out front and a 7.1 second lead over Barletta. Harley has a 7.4 second lead over Jeff Hinkle. And there is a 4-car battle for third on back. Jeff Hinkle, Jared Heasley, Rick Sargent, and Eric Stoy. Lap cars mixed in. DJ the Iceman Kinner and Kevin Reed. And I have to say that MS Society car has been lucky for Jared after winning at Daytona in that car. He comes back out here and has had a top 5 car all night. Rick Sargent trying to get underneath. Holden still way out front with 25 laps to go. Kyle Holden has a quarter of a lap lead over Harley Barletta right now and is a half a lap ahead of Jeff Hinkle in third. Heasley still holds fifth. Eric Stoy back in sixth. And then a big mess back here with Richie West, Ray Hillhouse, and the lap car of Bill Percy mixed in here. Brandon Springer is in this mess. The lap car of DJ Kenner. Mike Smith is closing in. Mark Dantuma also closing in back in 11th. And look at this. That is Hillhouse trying to cut his way through traffic. Hillhouse slides by Richie West up the track out of 4. Richie West now back to 9th. Dan Tuma in 10th. Mike Smith in 11th. They're closing in on this group. Eric Stoy trying to run down Jared Heasley. Springer leads this group. Hillhouse up to the high side. Richie still running the middle. Dan Tuma has gotten past DJ Kenner. Now pulling up. Dan Tuma starting to look for a move on Richie West here. Dan Tuma down to the bottom, looks underneath Richie West. Brandon Springer just ahead. Hillhouse just ahead. Springer starting to gain a little bit of ground on Eric Stoy, just under 3 seconds behind. And Bill Percy on some of the freshest tires out there, 15th at the moment, still trying to make up some ground. AJ Godsey 2.8 seconds ahead. He's still got a shot. AJ sitting right on the back bumper of 5th place, Jared Heasley. And Kyle Holden just holding his lead at 7.5 seconds. No longer really pushing the issue over Harley Barletta. Harley's gap back to Jeff Hinkle, now almost 8 seconds. Rick Sargent closing in on Hinkle. The lap car of Kevin Reed between them. Kevin moving down the track. Looks like Sargent's going to follow him, try and take the low line. These three in the draft starting to pull a little bit of a gap on 5th place, Jared Heasley. Eric Stoy gaining a little bit of ground, about to get some help from his teammate, AJ Godsey. But AJ on older tires. How much help can he be? And you see the closing rate, just that slight difference in tire wear. Eric Stoy just drives it underneath his teammate. AJ moves up the track and lets him go. Holden has opened his lead up now to 8 seconds. Jeff Hinkle still holds on to third, but now Rick Surgeon has gone past the lap car of Kevin Reed and is all over that back bumper. Heasley back in 5th. Eric Stoy continuing to run him down. Brandon Springer in 7th. Dan Tuma currently in 8th. Hillhouse in 9th. Richie West currently in 10th. Looks underneath Hillhouse. Austin Habel back in 11th, battling with Mike Smith. Smith qualified in 11th, has been in the top 10 multiple times tonight, just doesn't seem to have the same long run speed. Nobody has been able to stay in the draft of the Taco Bell car for long tonight. I'm not saying it's because of the Taco Bell, but it's because of the Taco Bell. Eric Stoy currently runs in 6th. Jared Heasley in 5th. Barletta still has that big gap. Hinkle and Surgeon still fighting it out. That's the battle for 3rd. Richie West and Raymond Hillhouse still side by side. Mark Dantuma has cleared him and pulled away. He is now up in 8th. Bill Percy, meanwhile, fighting to get back to the lead lap here. Has gotten by Jeff Hinkle and now trying to run down our leader. He's got the freshest tires. And sets his sights with 10 laps to go on Kyle Holden. Holden, meanwhile, coming around, sets his sights on 12th place, Mike Smith. Holden, a bit of a different tire strategy tonight. Stretched it on the first run. Did not stretch it on the second run and has just been unbeatable all night. Mike Smith, meanwhile, in his return, currently running in 12th. Holden gets by. His lead now 9.1 seconds. Harley Barletta in second has an 8.7 second lead over Jeff Hinkle in third. Rick Surgeon still in Hinkle's tire tracks. Heasley back in fifth. Now has Eric Stoy really getting in close. 5 laps to go. Brandon Springer back in 7th. Dan Tuma in 8th is starting to run him down. Richie West now in 9th has gotten past Hillhouse back to 10th. Hable in 11th. Mike Smith in 12th. Aaron Mason in 13th. Bill Percy in 14th. Still gaining. AJ Godsey currently running in 15th. Came into tonight second in points. Problems early. He has never been able to recover. DJ, the Iceman Kenner, lost a lot of ground on pit road with a penalty. Gerald Thanos Poole lost ground on pit road with a penalty as well. Back to 17. Kevin Reed got in trouble earlier on in the race, has been unable to recover in 18th. Albie Hewins in 19th, and Nick Marco back in 20th. James Lee, Michael Potter, John Schmidt, and David Garman all out of the race early. Kyle Holden gets 3 laps to go as Eric Stoy has gotten into 5th place, gotten by Jared Heasley. Jared should have put him in the wall. Sorry, Eric, nothing personal, but I want the MS Society car in the top 5. Two laps to go for Kyle Holden. He has dominated all night long. Looking for his second win of the season and second win in a row. White flag is in the air for Kyle Holden. He's got a 10 1/4 second lead. He just has to coast it around from here. Jeff Hinkle in 3rd has opened up that gap on Sargent. Does Rick have anything left for him? Eric in 5th, Heasley in 6th, Springer in 7th. Dan Tuma currently running in 8th. Richie West in 9th, and Raymond Hillhouse currently running 10th as they come around, and Kyle Holden drifts it across the line and wins. Harley Barletta comes out of turn 4. He's going to come across in 2nd. Jeff Hinkle still way off in 3 and 4 is going to come home in 3rd. Green to checkers, no cautions here tonight. And what a race it was. Let's see if we can talk to our top 3. Starting with 3rd place, Jeff Hinkle. Hey, Jeff, it's Doug. You got me?
I sure do, Doug.
Hey, man, what a race you guys had, and it looked like in that first run you might have something for Holden.
I don't know. They the pits after the pit sequence there, they just jumped out and ran away. So obviously they did something different. I'm assuming they changed 2 tires. I'm not sure, but I don't think I had anything for them. They were fast tonight.
It looked like you had a lot of long run speed, just did not work out quite right. But man, it was a great run and having a great season so far.
Yeah, it's doing well.
Buddy, congratulations! Yet another podium finish. I believe that's your second podium second podium so far.
Yep, that's correct. So starting out good.
Well, congratulations, man! Another great run tonight.
All right, thanks, Doug.
All right, second place is Harley Barletta. And Harley, that was quite a run, but did you have anything for Kyle tonight?
Only if we had one more stop, man. If I was able to short pit him one more time, we might have walked away with it, but I doubt it. He pit with us on that last stop, and there's no catching him from there.
You saw he ran some different pit strategy there. First one stretching it, the second one pitting the same time as you guys did. Did that change your outlook at all when you saw him come in earlier the second time?
Yeah, as soon as he came in that time, I was like, and I just lost.
Man, you gave it a valiant effort. I mean, you were going to be tough to catch anyway. You had almost 10 seconds on Hinkle at the end of the race. Considering this was a long green flag kind of race, that was a pretty great performance considering how Hinkle is on those long runs.
Oh, yeah, big time. We switched up our strategy, so we had been working and trying to be better on the long run, which we achieved, but we ended up losing the short run speed. This race, we tried to do short run speed that first run, which worked for, about 20 laps, and then it was dead. So then I pretty much just had to save it the rest of the time and hold on to what I could and hopefully have really good pit stops, which we did, which was good.
Well, man, congratulations. Another great run.
Thanks, man. Big shout out to my wife, too. Her birthday is on Tuesday. Jump in my social media and say happy birthday to her for me.
Will do, Harley. Congrats, buddy.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, and our winner, Kyle Holden. And Kyle, it makes 2 in a row, buddy.
Yeah, sure it does. How you doing, Doug?
I'm good, man. Congratulations. That was a dominant performance.
Yeah, traditionally this track is you just ride the outside and hope and pray you don't hit the wall and just ride it out that way. But this nighttime seems to be a little bit different. You had to run the bottom to be really fast, and a lot of things from the homestead kind of transitioned to this. So I had kind of a great idea how to run the bottom this week, and then just kind of took advantage of it and came home with the win.
Well, man, it was a dominant performance. I have to ask the tire strategy, though. You really stretched it on that first run, but then on that second run, you came in with everybody else. Came as quite a surprise.
Yeah, for the first end, I just wanted to see how far we could get, just in case maybe there's some cautions, and we had to kind of work our way through with maybe just one extra tank of gas, but eventually it just ended up staying. So it's like just do 34 extra laps instead of doing a full fuel stint, and then maybe getting past leapfrogged around when I pitted. So we're only having like maybe 20 laps in order to gain that position back. So we just pitted early to make sure we kept that position, and then it worked out.
Well, congratulations, man. 2 in a row. You'll extend your points lead quite a bit here tonight. And 3 races in, a great start to the season. Almost starting to look like AJ's season last year.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a lot of wins like he did. Just huge thanks to, you guys up in the booth. Love watching these after the race. Huge thanks to Martin Sports for being on the car. Thanks for Mad Dog for putting this on for us. And I hope everyone had a great night.
All right, congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Kyle Holden pulls off the win here tonight. Congratulations. It makes 2 in a row out of the first 3 races. What an awesome night of racing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night. Jones BS Racing will be back. Tuesday night, we'll be back in the car for the Tuesday tour. And Nowski Nation returns Wednesday. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night.